Recently, I was invited to a test flight for Halo Infinite's multiplayer, so it seems like a great time to don that Mjolnir armor and take a first look at what might just be the next jewel in Microsoft's gaming crown. While I know that you might want to hear about the beautiful little pieces of lore, alien beavers, pelicans dropping vehicles into the maps, or how there are certain problems, the main star of the multiplayer experience is Big Team Battle. I'm happy to say that the game feels modern in a lot of ways, yet there's no doubt that it is undeniably Halo. Let's start with the gunplay. The staying power of a shooter often rests in the fun and responsiveness of its weapons, and I can't say that I had a blast trying out most of them.
People are starting to talk.
I personally favor medium-ranged weapons like the battle rifle, but there's just that little something extra when you can pick up a skewer and use it to pound your enemies into the dirt before they even know what hit them. The overall design is helpful for newer players too, and I'll stop right here to show you why. Do you see how there are different indicators for the different weapons and grenade types? This is an easy and fast way to remind the player of weapons that can slice into health, ruin shields, disable vehicles, and absolutely wreck one's enemies without breaking a sweat. Of course, Halo wouldn't be Halo without the vehicles, and I have to say that 343 has done a good job of correcting the mistakes of the past. For those of you who might not know, Halo 4 introduced a health system for all of the vehicles that is independent of your Spartan shields. This makes sense from a writing perspective, but it presents a problem when you can't really hear the sound cue and your vehicle blows up. Luckily, 343 found a fix through a combination of lore and equipment. Since the multiplayer game is actually supposed to be a training simulation, the Spartans now have a heat sensor that lets them actually see when their vehicles are in trouble. I wish that it was a little more consistent because of moments like this one, but I'm confident that such problems can be fixed in 2 months. Last but not least, there's the AI companion, and I have to comment on it because it is a stroke of utter genius as far as I'm concerned. I picked Spear. She's my biggest fan, and a bloodlusty psycho to boot.
Let's get to skewering. Now go find some bones to break. Get moving. They're coming to murder you.
I know that some people might dismiss this, but I think it's amazing because of how it can affect a player's psychology. Sure, I know I'm playing Halo, but little additions like this can make us forget about that, if only for the length of a given match. Even if you're not the best, that little voice in your head can propel you forward when you pull off something epic.
Fantastic work, Spartan.
Or when you just want to pick up the latest screw you cannon and annihilate your opposition with extreme prejudice.
Low on ammo.
Enemy returned their flag.
While I am a little bothered by the fact that Halo Infinite will ship without co-op mode or Forge, what I have seen has me looking forward to December 8th.